I'm Patti Genack. I'm the featured artist for the Beulah Arts Council for 2019, and I feel like this is quite an honor. I make glass beads. I melt glass. I don't blow it, so all of my pieces are solid glass. When I started doing this, I thought I was going to be making these glass dresses that would hang in a window. And I have a lot of the components made. I did start on it, but somehow along the way I stopped making sculpture in a large scale and started to be a glass bead maker, which I can say I'm a glass bead maker, or I can say I'm a lamp worker. All of this was inspired by this sculpture I did of a dog. I thought I'd be making components for sculptures, but that didn't end up happening. And that was way back in 1998. And I guess I fell in love with this, or maybe it's just that it satisfies the urge for me to make art. And that keeps me happy. It makes me a nicer person. Please enjoy the following video of me making a glass bead. I'm using an oxygen propane torch that surface mixes to melt the glass. And this torch is specifically for making beads. And I use a mandrel, and it's coated with bead release because hot glass sticks to hot metal. And this is what makes the hole in the bead. And I'm going to be making a little fantasy owl, a little cute fantasy owl. The glass melts at about 1400 degrees Fahrenheit, so I don't want to touch it with my hands because that would make for a very nasty burn. And what I'm doing is building up the base of the bead here. This is about how wide the bead will be, my little flying owl will be. And since I can't touch the bead, the glass with my hands, I need to use tools. And this is called a graphite marver. And it's made from graphite just like pencils, except obviously much bigger. Now, I don't want the bird just to be flying up and down. He's going to be flying slightly at the side. So I'm angling it like this. And all the time I have to keep what's on the mandrel warm, because if it gets cold and I put it back in the flame, there will be shooting glass everywhere. We really don't like that. So I'm getting a basic owl body shape going here, or what I consider one of my little cute owl body shapes. And so this is orange glass, but orange changes in the flame. Glass is unusual because it's one of the few things that can be both liquid and solid. I mean, where it's here, it looks orange because it's hot. But if you look here, the orange always looks very dark in the flame. It can make it difficult to work with. So I'm flattening these all out. These two big dots up on top is going to be the background color for his eyes or her eyes. So what I just did is I dragged this stringer, which is a skinny piece of glass that I pulled out, through the dots. And if it cools down just a little bit, we can see what that does. I'm thinking his head is a little bit too blocky, so I'm just shaping it out a little bit. And I'm melting on a lighter color. You can see I'm trying to get the dots the same size. And he has to have a beak. Now let's put his feet on first with an orange. Because remember, this is the color of the body, not this. He's not red and turquoise. And this is black. And then the type of owl that has little ears. And then it needs wings. I'm trying to give him a little bit more angle. And so I'm keeping him warm. I'm keeping the bead in the flame all the time. And I want to make sure that that's attached. And then he just needs tail feathers. Okay, so we have an owl. And this is the way he looks in the back with his tail feathers. And then he goes in the kiln. So this is the next day, and our little owl that we made yesterday is all finished, and he has annealed overnight in the kiln. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you to the Beulah Arts Council for producing it and selecting me as the 2019 artist for their fair. You can contact me through my website or Facebook, and again, thank you.